important work that you do organizing and engaging the Evanston community. I really appreciate who you are and what you bring to the table. Our panel discussion, community panel discussion, a couple 3 weeks ago now, on institutional racism was a really powerful conversation with a lot of community leaders and community members. What came out of that panel discussion was a call to action, and that call to action is for us to come together as a community and demand more transparency and openness in our local government. Right now, we feel like there's a power imbalance. If information is power, the way we empower our neighbors, our friends, our family to make sound decisions about their children's future is to make sure that they have the information that they need about their life in the city of Evanston, and holding their government accountable. This is really what it means to be a democracy. This is really what it means to be an engaged community. So on September 9th, what we're going to do is we're all going to get together. We're going to rally behind a strong effort, which was initially led by the city clerk, Devin Reed, to demand that our municipal government be more open, more transparent, be more speedy and more effective in how they share, distribute information. This information is important to me personally. I'm an Evanston resident. How our tax dollars are spent, how our law enforcement agencies are carrying out their duties and responsibilities. We're talking fiscal policy, we're talking law enforcement policy, we're talking legislative procedures. We need to know how decisions are being made in this town. And I don't think at the moment we're getting that information. So on September 9th, we're going to meet at Fleetwood Jourdain, and we are going to maximize our numbers and make sure that we take our filed FOIA papers down to the city clerk's office and file as many FOIA requests as we possibly can as a demonstration of power that is being generated by the community and Evanston residents. Prior to the FOIA March, we're going to hold a FOIA seminar workshop where lawyers who understand the process for FOIA requests very well are going to inform the community about what they can actually file FOIA, what kind of information they can file FOIA requests for. And Devin Reed will be there, and he will give us some insight into how his process works and how we can make all of this more effective. I'm really proud of Devin Reed and his leadership on more transparency and more openness. I'm just honored and humbled to be a part of a team with you, Malika, and a Work of Faith Ministries, and our friend William Eason, and people are just coming together because now is the time to demand accountability from our government and to ensure that the most vulnerable residents in our community have the information they need to make those really critical decisions for their children and their children's future, to protect their homes, to make sure that your family is safe when they're walking the streets, and just to make sure that we live in this community with a sense of self-respect and dignity. And that dignity is not just about how we treat one another, it's also about how our government treats us. If you care about who we are as Evanstonians, and you want to be seen as a progressive, open government, then the city of Evanston needs to be more transparent and more forthright with the information in their possession. And that's what this is all about on September 9th. But tomorrow, August 24th, 10 a.m. here at Gibbs-Morrison, we will hold a workshop. I hope that you can make it. I hope you take some time and come down and join us.
This is fabulous. Well, one, thank you for the compliment at the beginning of this.
Sure.
We're all working so hard to make sure that the community is engaged and informed. So I thank you, Baxter, for everything that you've done. I mean, you've worked on campaigns here and in Evanston, and I've learned a lot from you just in the short amount of time we've been working together. And I really respect your passion about this FOIA March. What can people expect from the workshop? Because many people, I believe, they're having a hard time connecting how FOIA impacts them when they're sitting at their dining room table, at their laptops, paying their bills online, or their children, walking down the street. Like, how does this impact them personally? And why should they attend this workshop?
Well, it can impact all facets of your life. Here's what we want to do in the workshop tomorrow. When you file a FOIA request, the FOIA officer has 5 days before they have to provide the information or indicate to you that they are unable to provide that information for whatever reason covered by the law. Now, if you don't ask if your FOIA request is not worded the proper way, your FOIA can be denied. So one of the things we want to make sure is that people know, how to word a FOIA request. The other thing is to give people some insight into what kinds of things they can actually demand from, what kinds of information you can demand from your government. Another really, really important part of this is for everyone to understand that legally, policy, undergirded by policy, you are empowered to hold your government accountable. You are empowered to ask for, demand, and receive the information that you need in order to be an informed citizen in the city of Evanston. So it is as much an empowerment exercise as anything else.
Okay, well, I am looking forward to it. I'm really hoping that the community comes out to at least be informed how this all works, how it impacts them. And we thank you for, you came to the event August 10th, the institutional racism meeting that we had, and we had a great turnout, and you wrapped it up with really setting people on fire.
I hope so. I hope that fire is still there, that they come out and join us on August 24th tomorrow morning.
Yes. So thank you so much, Baxter, and we'll see you tomorrow morning here at Gibbs.
Thank you, Malika.
All right.